Sophie Marsh is here from Rise, Walk a Mile in Her Shoes. walkamileslow.org is the website. And I swear, Sophie, every year we get close to this, those shoes come out and I get nervous. Are you nervous?
No, I'm not nervous. I'm okay.
I get
that's because she brought
anxious.
me a size too big. And I put them on, and they're actually not bad.
I'm like, what are they going to pull out of the, look at these things.
I
just put them on, I almost fell over.
I'm always reminded that that high heels really work your calf muscles.
Yeah,
Are you aware of high heels?
I wear heels, but I kind of cheat. I wear like the chunky heels, not those stilettos like I brought you.
Yeah.
I gave you the real deal.
Yeah, these are like the, what is that, a 3-inch stiletto?
Oof.
Or
That's
2?
that's like 4 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you wear high heels, it's typically like on an occasion when you go out,
Yeah.
right? And when you go out, do you feel like your calves are sore the next day, like we do after we do a walk a mile?
I mean, yeah, I feel like I've had a couple years of training.
Right. I mean, that's the thing.
So,
when you're a female, it
yeah.
just comes with the territory. And
That's
you're
what you
like,
need to do with your daughter, Jeff. She's 4. She's going to be 5 soon. You need to get her in heels right now so she can start building those muscles. Once a month, maybe she walks around in some heels.
She's cool.
You mean you're
She
not
has a tough enough time with Converse. Okay? She's got to stay on those Converse feet first.
You mean you're not training all year round with your heels at the park?
No, and it's always, and maybe I should, maybe halfway. What's the halfway point for April? I guess it would be like around November.
October.
Yeah, October, November. I should break them out and walk a week in them and be like, okay, I got this thing coming up around the horizon. Well, we are raising money. You can go to kzoz.com and click on our donation page right there. As mentioned earlier, we are giving you a shot to win a pair of tickets to see Steve Miller and Peter Frampton down at the Santa Barbara Bowl. All it is a $2 donation, and then you will go in the hat. And we're trying to raise money for Rise, which speak to us some of the services that Rise offers up for the community.
Yeah, definitely. So Rise is just a SLO County local nonprofit, and we provide services for survivors of sexual assault and intimate partner violence. And some of those services are advocacy, accompaniment to law enforcement interviews, to medical appointments. We have 2 emergency shelters. We provide therapy, crisis counseling. We have a 24-hour crisis line that is on all hours of the day with crisis counselors certified and available. And those are just some of the resources. And the really great thing about Rise is that all of these are provided free for the community, and so we want to make sure that everything is really accessible to those who need it.
Are the people that come out, they're younger? I for some reason, I would just think they would be younger people. This happens to younger people more than it happens to people who are, older like me, like 40.
I mean, the unfortunate thing is that these issues can happen to anyone. And so living in San Luis Obispo County, we have a really big population of college students.
Right.
So we do see a lot of younger people, but really, unfortunately, we're seeing people really, really young, children, and then we're also seeing people who are experiencing it later in life, but also who may have experienced it when they were younger and are just coming to terms and looking out for those resources.
Does this also kind of fall under like domestic violence? Like if, you have a drinker in the family and they like to swing their fists after they have a few or vice versa or whatever the case is?
Yeah, so that's the intimate partner violence pieces, those kinds of relationships.
And so many times, and it's so important what you guys do for the community because it's getting the victims to come forward. Like it's good that you have a 24-hour helpline. It's good that you have counseling. It's good that you have all these different points of outreach because oftentimes people don't want to come forward for whatever reason. And maybe they're embarrassed. Maybe they're fearful. What are some of the signs that people can look for in, if they're in relationships and they're thinking, well, this doesn't apply to me, but maybe it does.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can kind of be normalized by society as being healthy in relationships, but then when you really are in it and, look at it a little bit deeper, they're not so healthy.
Right.
Things like, emotional manipulation, coercion, putting your partner down. Consent is a really big conversation that we're having at Rise.
So it doesn't always have to be a physical abuse.
No,
it can be mental. Yeah,
it can be usually the cases that we see and these experiences combine a lot of different pieces. They combine the emotional side or financial coercion or, sexual coercion. All sorts of different pieces can come into play.
Well, if you know anybody that needs this help, how can people, or you think, you want to pass along some information to somebody who might think, what's the best way to get in contact with RISE?
Yeah, so I would just recommend if anyone had any even slight hesitation to reach out to RISE, give us a call. We have, like I mentioned, a 24-hour crisis line, and there is someone on there 24 hours a day waiting to take a call from community members.
What about websites? A lot of people just like to, pull up a website because they want to read a little bit about you to see if,
Definitely.
What is that?
So our website is riseslow.org.
Okay.
And you can find all the information.
I love the way that we're doing this to help you guys raise money. Is this your biggest fundraiser of the year?
This is one of our biggest. We have Walk a Mile and then Wine, Women, and Shoes, which is in September.
Okay. And so there is 3 of these events that are happening. Jeff and I are taking part in the very first one, which is a week from this Saturday on April 7th at the Paso Robles City Park. It starts at 11. Kenny Taylor Band's going to be there. To be a part of this, it's great. Everybody shows up. All these dudes are sitting there. They're all wearing their high heels with their shorts on and their hairy legs. And then we just walk around the block. Or it's a mile. But and then you come back and there's music.
Walk around the block, okay? Don't short sell it.
Yeah, sure. Last year I had a blister, but I learned this year I'm going to wear socks. There's one in the Royal Grande you can take in part of coming up on the 14th, and San Luis Obispo is really the biggest of all of these, right? And it starts at the Mission, and it's on the 28th.
And we actually have a 4th one this year. It is at Cuesta College on April 19th from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. And you don't have to be a Cuesta student to be there. We're going to be out on the plaza by the library and do a 1-mile walk around their campus.
Yeah, it's cool. Registration for that one's free. Paso Robles, Royal Grande, and San Luis Obispo is $25 for general, $15 for students, and $10 you bring the kiddos out. And all the proceeds go to help fund RISE and all their different outreach services that they have, and we'd love for you to come out and join us in Paso Robles.
Look at this. Dave Congleton's got $330. We've got $20.
Oh, come on, people.
He talks to people in senior homes.
Yeah.
Literally, this guy, it's like the Senior Citizen Show.
If you... yeah, exactly. Like if the people are walking with him, you got to be.
We can beat that.
You can do that.
Look at this. Like I said, here's the sheriff. He's got $50. Heidi Harmon, our mayor's got $25. I know we could beat her. We're very close to beating her.
Come on.
Who else on here do I recognize?
So you can go to kzoz.com.
Garrett Olson, the fire chief. Oh, we're never going to catch him.
No.
He's almost got $1,300.
He looks good in heels.
Probably better than we do.
But see, you're just competing against your fellow Paso celebrity walkers for Celebrity Walker of the Year.
Oh, these are everybody. This is everybody that's involved here.
So,
well, I want to beat them all. I got to tell you. So all you have to do is go to kzoz.com, click on Walk a Mile in Her Shoes. For every $2 donation, we're going to enter you in for those tickets to see Steve Miller. Nobody else is dangling a carrot like that I know of. What is Olson going to give you a ride in the fire truck? Like
Maybe.
you turn on the siren or something?
They have those tri-tip barbecues all the time. Maybe he gives you like a annual pass to the tri-tip barbecue at a certain donation rate.
Oh, you're not helping. kzoz.com. So great to meet you, Sophie. Thanks for bringing in some shoes that we could check out. I definitely don't know if I want these. Here's the trick. If you're going to get there, should I tell the trick? Yeah. If you're going to get there early because when the shoes are gone, they're gone, and you're stuck with 4-inch, 5-inch stilettos. And you fall down.
You can always tell the people that show up.
Morning. Jeff and Jeremy in the morning on 93.3 KZOZ.